Hey Gators, I got another story to share with you. Today's story is called Taking Down Syndrome to School. This story is about a boy named Nick who goes to a school that's similar to Eichelberger. Nick shares his experiences in school as a student with Down syndrome to show you some of what his day's like. Let's read to find out all the ways that you and Nick are alike. Hi, my name is Nick, and I have Down syndrome. I was born with Down syndrome, or DS for short, and I will have it for the rest of my life. Some things about me are different from you, but if you get to know me, you'll find out that we have lots of things in common. I love chocolate ice cream. Is that your favorite too? Some kids with Down syndrome go to special schools, but not me. I go to a public school with all sorts of kids. Some have disabilities like me, but most of them don't. I think it's great that we all get to meet each other and learn from each other. I started going to school when I was just a baby. My doctor told my mom it was a good idea to get me started at school early so I could get a head start. One thing you might notice about me is that I don't learn as fast as you do. I have to work extra hard to understand things in school. I'm working super hard on my reading right now because I want to read all the same books that you can read. There are other things that are hard for me too. Sometimes I stutter or don't speak very clearly. Mrs. Randall, a special kind of teacher called a speech therapist, helps me exercise the muscles in my mouth. We practice the sounds of letters and words. You may have trouble understanding what I say. If you do, just ask me to say it again. You can ask my teacher to help too. It really helps me if you take your time to try and understand me. Not all kids with Down syndrome are the same. Some of them have more trouble learning than I do. I'm lucky because I am learning handwriting and math. Some kids with Down syndrome can't do that. Sometimes kids with Down syndrome have other problems with their health. When I was just a baby, there was a tiny hole inside my heart. I had an operation to patch up the hole. Now I'm good as new. Good thing my mom met some smart doctors. I also look a little different than you. Most people with Down syndrome are short like me. I don't mind being short though. It means I can find more places to hide when we play hide and seek. I also have short, stubby fingers, and my eyes are slanted too. My mom says that when I smile, you can barely see my eyes at all. I like to smile a lot. I hope she won't forget what color my eyes are. You can't catch Down syndrome from me or anyone else. Either you're born with it or you aren't. It's not a sickness like a cold or flu. So it's okay for you to play with me. In fact, I would love playing with you. I like having fun just like you do. My friends are very important to me. I like to play sports, even though I may not be the best player on the team. It's important for me to exercise and build strong muscles. My muscles have a little trouble learning too. They don't grow as fast as yours. I usually have to work harder to control them. Did you know that your tongue is a muscle? When I was younger, I had trouble making my tongue do what I wanted it to do. Sometimes it looked like I was sticking my tongue out at people, even though I didn't mean to. Oops. I'm glad I don't do that anymore. In school, I'm in a special education class. That's a class for kids who need extra time and extra help to learn. I have a teacher and a teacher's assistant. I like all the kids in my class, and we get to know each other very well. Sometimes I wish I could meet more kids in other classes too. Now, I have a secret to tell you. There's one thing that really, really hurts my feelings. Usually I don't like to say it out loud. But I'll say it this once, so maybe you can help me. Sometimes kids call me names like stupid or dummy. That makes me feel bad. The name that's the very worst of all, though, is retard. I'm not sure if other kids know what it really means. Retard is short for retarded, and retarded means slow. But when kids call me retard, they say it to make me feel bad. Please don't make fun of me because I have Down syndrome. If you call me names, it makes me feel like you think I'm stupid. I work very hard to try to be as smart as you are. I hope if you hear someone use the word retard, you'll tell them to stop. There's no cure for Down syndrome, so I'll always have it. You don't have to feel bad for me, though. Down syndrome is just a part of who I am. I don't like it, though, when kids make fun of me. I'd much rather be your friend. If you see me, please say hi and get to know me better. You might just find out that I'm a lot of fun. And I could always use another friend. Couldn't you? After hearing Nick's story, I hope that you can see that a student like Nick is not that different from you and me. Nick has similar likes and dislikes. Nick also experiences the same emotions that we do. So if you see a student like Nick in school, it's okay to be his friend. Don't forget, too, if you have any questions about Down syndrome, get them to your teacher, who will get those questions to me. Avery's already getting excited for some of the questions that have been coming in. And don't forget, too, next Wednesday, we're going to wear our crazy socks just to show how we are all the same, even though we have our differences, too. See you later.